Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we try to cut through all the noise and get straight to the insights.
Look, if you've ever felt like you're just drowning in the sheer volume of information flooding the marketing world, trying to stay truly informed, you are definitely not alone. It's a constant challenge.
Oh, it absolutely is, yeah.
Yeah,
The digital landscape, it just never stops evolving. And honestly, keeping pace can feel like a full-time job all by itself.
right. That's exactly why today we're taking a deep dive into the core principles of marketing planning and also advertisement design. And specifically, we're focusing on how these cutting-edge AI tools are not just like assisting, but truly transforming these fields. We've pulled insights from a pretty wide array of sources for this one: presentations on text and presentation media, some detailed breakdowns of modern marketing planning, and in-depth discussions on some really groundbreaking AI tools. Yeah, and our mission today really is to extract the most important nuggets of knowledge, the practical applications from all this material. We want to give you a clear shortcut to understanding that powerful sort of symbiotic relationship between human creativity and artificial intelligence in modern marketing. Think of it as your express lane to being well-informed.
All right, let's jump in then. Let's unpack this whole AI-powered marketing landscape. I guess we have to start with the foundations, right? The basics of marketing planning. What are those core elements we always need to keep in mind? And crucially, how does AI change our approach to them?
Okay, yeah. So at its core, marketing planning, it really demands defining razor-sharp goals. Like, are you aiming for increased exposure or maybe boosting click-through rates, or are you trying to directly drive sales figures? You got to be specific.
Yeah.
And once those goals are precise, then you identify your target market, really understanding their demographics, their interests, their behaviors. Then you establish an event strategy. Is it advertising, public relations, maybe sales promotions?
Yeah.
And of course, managing your budget and resources, your money, your talent, your strategic assets, that's crucial. And finally, you need a precise timeline with milestones and key performance indicators, KPIs for tracking progress. Can't forget that.
And here's where it gets really interesting, I think. AI almost amplifies the need for that precision, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, vague objectives might lead to highly efficient AI outputs, but outputs that are ultimately off-target, wasting time and resources.
Exactly.
So knowing your objectives, your audience, your constraints, it all dictates what you actually ask the AI to do. It makes human clarity more critical than maybe ever before.
That's it, exactly. AI's truly transformative role isn't just about automation. It's really how it frees up marketers.
Yeah.
It automates many of the hard, time-consuming tasks like analyzing huge data sets and predicting trends, and that allows marketing teams to focus more on the innovation, the creation part. This facilitates, well, basically deeper consumer understanding and much more accurate market predictions. The real insight here, I think, is how AI forces marketers to become expert prompt architects, Mastering the art of instructing these algorithms, that's a really crucial new skill.
So AI handles the heavy data lifting, letting us get creative. That sounds great. But it's not an AI does everything scenario, is it? The human element is still absolutely indispensable. What are AI's sort of inherent limitations here?
Yeah, that's a great point. While AI can generate just vast amounts of content, it really lacks crucial domain knowledge. It doesn't inherently understand your company's specific context, its unique resources, its core capabilities, or those really detailed customer profiles.
Okay.
AI offers broad solutions, sure, but humans must tailor them. It might give you a mountain of ideas, right? But you're the one who needs to filter them, apply them effectively based on what you know.
That's a crucial distinction. So our value as humans really lies in what then?
Well, our value lies in critical thinking, providing unique perspectives and applying that real-world experience. Things like internships, industry competitions, maybe mentorship. Those are invaluable because they provide that nuanced judgment you need to guide the AI. Humans really serve as supervisors here, making sure AI's outputs actually align with real-world situations, with brand values, and with market needs. AI is an incredibly powerful tool, no doubt, but it just lacks the wisdom and the context that humans bring to the table.
And the pace of AI development just seems to underscore this need for continuous human learning and adaptation, doesn't it? I mean, we're talking incredibly fast evolution here.
Oh, unbelievably fast.
Think about the loops in AI generating full videos directly from text prompts, or these advanced AGI agents that can automate entire creative workflows, even controlling complex software like Blender just through language models. The landscape is shifting almost daily. It demands we keep our human skills sharp.
Absolutely. It's moving at lightning speed.
Okay, so building on that understanding of human-AI synergy, let's apply it now to the nuts and bolts of advertisement design. Our sources detailed this seven-step process. It sounds linear, but also iterative, and AI can apparently be integrated into each stage.
That's right. Yeah, it's a good framework. The first stage is market research, and AI tools are absolutely crucial here for truly understanding the market, your target audience, and what your competitors are up to.
So how deep can AI actually go in
Yeah.
this stage? Is it just surface-level data, or?
Oh, it goes quite deep. AI really excels in consumer behavior analysis. It does this through AI-driven analysis of social media conversations, surveys, purchase history,
Yeah.
all that stuff. It's also brilliant for market trends identification, using sophisticated algorithms to spot emerging trends and, potential growth opportunities. And for competitor strategy assessment, AI tools can analyze market positioning, pricing models, tactics, giving you a really comprehensive overview. And then there's the AI-powered in-depth analysis, leveraging machine learning and natural language processing for predictive modeling and even personalized strategies.
Okay.
The real insight, I think, is that AI provides that granular detail you need for truly personalized strategies, way beyond what manual research could ever realistically achieve.
Okay, that's incredibly powerful. So once that foundational research is in place, we move into step 2, design strategy.
Yeah.
How does AI fit into that part?
Right. So based on that thorough market research, goals and strategies are established, but it's an iterative process. AI analysis tools provide insights into consumer behavior. They can even predict campaign performance to some extent. This stage, and this is crucial, involves close cooperation. It's not just AI, it's planning personnel, AI, maybe outside experts, data scientists, all working together. Continuous iteration and adjustment are just essential to adapt to that fast-changing market data. AI basically supercharges this iteration, turning strategy into more of a real-time adaptation process, not just some static plan you make once.
Right, keeps it fluid. Then we get to the creative heart of it. Step 3, advertisement creativity, specifically text content design. Our sources really emphasize that beyond just crafting compelling headlines and body copy, the real power lies in storytelling ability in marketing.
Yeah, it's such a profound concept. I mean, think about convincing investors or motivating your own employees, right? A powerful narrative can secure funding, it can rally a team towards a vision. This storytelling ability is a key human skill, and it's often lacking in purely AI-generated content.
Interesting.
AI can give you words, sure, but humans craft the narratives that genuinely move people and build those lasting connections.
And all that great storytelling, that compelling narrative, it just falls completely flat without a clear call to action, doesn't it? I mean, what's the point of a brilliant campaign if there's no clickable link or obvious next step for the user?
Pointless. So, next, step 4, ad making. AI truly shines here in its production potential. It assists in producing advertising materials, using design software, video editing tools, all sorts of resources.
But even with AI doing some of that heavy lifting, there's still significant human effort involved, right?
Yeah.
I remember reading an anecdote in our sources about a company that created a full AI-produced TV commercial, sometimes called a CF or commercial film.
Yes, that's a fantastic example. It really highlights the synergy. This company, they generated over 20,000 images using AI.
20,000.
Yeah. And then refine them over 2 months to produce that final commercial. So this really demonstrates that even with AI handling these massive generative tasks, significant human fine-tuning is absolutely required to meet specific client goals and ensure the output is exactly what they envision. AI is like a powerful co-pilot, not some autonomous creator that just delivers perfection on its own.
Good analogy. Okay, moving into the next phase, step 5, test and improve. AI can help run A/B tests to gather feedback, refine ads based on performance data, but there's maybe a downside to this purely metric-driven approach. It's not always about optimization at all costs, is it?
There certainly can be a downside, yeah. A/B testing, while it's highly effective for optimizing certain metrics like clicks, it can sometimes lead to those really sensationalized ad titles that prioritize clicks over genuine content relevance.
The clickbait problem.
Exactly. Think of those overly dramatic headlines that trick users into clicking. That's often a direct consequence of focusing purely on a single metric like CTR. The insight here is that metrics can be a bit of a double-edged sword. You need human judgment to ensure integrity and protect long-term brand value.
Makes sense.
And often, these A/B tests, they happen within a closed network first, before a general release, just to confirm the most effective version before you roll it out more broadly.
Right, testing the waters. Okay, then comes step 6, advertisement release. This stage sounds like it's all about strategic media selection.
It is. It involves choosing the right media channels, maybe social media, search engines, other internet media, or even traditional media like TV or radio, and then selecting the specific platforms within those channels that align perfectly with your advertisement strategy and, crucially, your target audience.
Can you give an example?
Sure. One source mentioned traditional channels like radio can still be incredibly effective for reaching specific, sometimes niche demographics. Think about maybe elderly audiences in rural areas selling expensive medicine that requires a strong trust factor. You might reach them effectively via radio. It's about identifying the right touch points for genuine connection, not just spraying it everywhere for the broadest reach.
That's a great point. And what about the cost models for these different channels? Just briefly.
Briefly, yeah. For digital media, you're often looking at cost per click, or CTC you pay each time someone clicks your ad. Or there's cost per impression, CPM, where you pay per 1,000 times your ad is shown.
Okay.
For traditional media, it's more about buying time slots on TV or space, like pages in newspapers. TV media generally remains among the most expensive, while newspapers, well, they're less commonly used for advertising today, often finding more practical uses after they're read, unfortunately.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Mm.
Okay, and finally, step 7, effect evaluation. This is where we measure the advertisement's actual impact.
Yes, exactly. Measuring the impact on things like brand awareness, sales, and other key metrics you defined back in the planning stage. Important metrics here often include click-through rate, or CTR. A source suggested a 2.5% CTR indicates strong initial appeal, which is pretty good. And conversion rate, or CR, maybe a 1.2% CR, signifies meaningful engagement, people actually taking the desired action.
Right.
The real insight here is that evaluation isn't just about looking at numbers at the end. It's this continuous learning loop that fuels future innovation and helps you adjust for the next campaign, making the whole process cyclical and adaptive, not just linear.
That's an incredibly comprehensive look at the process,
Yeah.
weaving AI through it. Now let's get into some of the practical AI tools that are actually making all of this possible for marketing and content creation. Our sources provided a really interesting conceptual workflow for how these tools can be integrated. They dubbed it the Little Prince AI Technology Company. Sounds kind of whimsical.
It does, but it's a useful concept. This workflow basically structures a hypothetical marketing planning department with integrated AI, demonstrating how different tools can assist specific roles. You can imagine it as an online collaborative workspace where these AI tools support each function, right from the initial data retrieval all the way to the final presentation.
Okay, so who's on this conceptual dream team?
All right, first you have the secretaries, and they're played by tools like, say, NotebookLM and Notion AI. Their job is record keeping, translation, maybe unifying data style across all the documents, keeping things organized.
Got it.
Next, you've got the deep research teams. They'd use various large language models, think your GPTs, your Claudes for brainstorming, creative ideation, and of course, comprehensive data collection and analysis.
And then there's an all-purpose consultant. That sounds intriguing. What does that role do?
Indeed. So this role, it was conceptualized as being filled by a tool like COZE, although we'll focus on more accessible tools today. Its purpose in the concept is to integrate internal company data and knowledge bases, acting as a check. It reviews generated content for consistency with company values and internal logic, and maybe filters out some of those wild ideas that might sound cool but aren't practical or aligned.
Okay, the reality check.
Sort of, yeah. And finally, the design editor, using a tool perhaps like Gamma AI, is responsible for the final presentation, content creation, the page design, making those micro adjustments to get it just right.
That paints a really clear picture of how different AI tools could work together. Let's dig into some of these specific tools then, starting with Cursor. Our sources highlight its powerful continuation writing or auto-completion ability, and interestingly, not just for code, but for general text and content creation too. How does this fit into our Little Prince framework?
Right. Cursor is quite versatile. It could enhance the work of pretty much anyone creating marketing content in that framework, from the deep research teams outlining ideas to the design editor crafting the actual presentation text. It's incredibly efficient because it predicts and offers the next lines or sections of text. For example, it might automatically generate the next point in a numbered list you're writing based on the context.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you just hit the tab key to accept it, which can significantly speed up writing and outlining. The strategic value there is that it accelerates the creative flow, right? It allows marketers to focus more on the higher level strategy and refinement rather than getting bogged down in the basic drafting.
And it allows for direct AI interaction within the editor itself. That sounds like a game changer for iterative writing.
It truly is, yeah. You can ask the AI questions directly within Cursor, like, provide a marketing activity plan structure, and then you can accept what it gives you or refine it or even ask it to summarize its own suggestion, like consolidate this paragraph into 200 words.
Hmm,
It's a very fluid way to collaborate with AI, almost like having a brainstorming partner right there with you.
that's cool. Any practical tips for using it?
Well, for practical usage, just remember it typically has a trial period, like 14 days. And while using temporary emails might seem like a clever workaround to extend that, well, companies are getting pretty sophisticated in detecting that kind of misuse. So always be mindful of trial limitations and just use things ethically to avoid potential account lockouts or issues.
Good warning there.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, Notion AI. This seems like a big one for collaborative workspaces, essential for our secretaries and probably beyond, right?
Oh, definitely. Notion itself, even without the AI, is a highly versatile tool for note-taking, document management, project collaboration, lots of things. But its AI features are fantastic. They can enhance writing, proofread, correct grammar and spelling, translate into different languages, even change the tone, make it more casual or professional or confident.
Hmm.
It can also summarize long chunks of content, brainstorm ideas with you, and even extract action items from meeting notes into neat checklists. The strategic value isn't just what Notion AI does, but how it almost democratizes high-level marketing capabilities. It allows smaller teams maybe to punch above their weight, rapidly prototyping campaigns that might have once required a large, specialized agency.
That sounds like a powerful all-in-one tool. Is it cost-effective, though? Especially for someone just starting out, maybe a student.
It certainly can be, especially with its education plan. Our sources highlighted that it offers substantial discounts, for example, something like 50% off the annual subscription, which could reduce the cost from around $96 down to maybe $48 for the year.
Wow, that's significant.
Yeah, it makes it a highly recommended first AI service purchase, potentially, for students or small teams looking to leverage AI affordably. Plus, Notion has tons of templates for everything from SWOT analysis to project management, academic stuff, and you can easily publish pages as public web links, which makes sharing incredibly easy.
Okay, from collaboration to research now. Let's talk about Google's NotebookLM, another key player, it sounds like, for our secretaries and deep research teams.
Yes, NotebookLM is positioned more as an AI research assistant. The idea is you upload your diverse source materials, could be PDFs, MP3 audio files, Google Docs, and then you basically use it as an AI chatbot to ask questions based only on those sources you provided. It summarizes and synthesizes information across, I think to 50 different sources.
50 sources, that's a huge capacity for synthesis.
It is. The strategic value here is how it transforms potentially overwhelming amounts of raw data into digestible, actionable insights. It really acts like a dedicated research assistant for your specific project materials.
Are there any unique features that really make it stand out?
Absolutely. One really cool feature mentioned was its ability to generate podcast-style audio summaries from your sources, and it also provides detailed transcripts. That could be incredibly useful for reviewing lengthy material on the go.
Oh, that is neat.
And importantly, it meticulously cites its sources for the information it provides. This helps significantly in reducing those infamous AI hallucinations, when AI just kind of makes stuff up because it's grounding its answers in the documents you gave it.
That's a huge plus. Any limitations?
Yeah, there are some practical limitations mentioned. For instance, it might not be able to process YouTube videos older than, say, 2 days or certain specific video types.
Yeah.
And you might need to convert external documents, like PowerPoint presentations, into Google Doc format first for it to process them. But yeah, in our conceptual workflow, it truly serves as an invaluable secretary for consolidating all that diverse research data.
Okay, great. And to wrap up our look at these practical tools, we have Gamma AI, the AI-powered presentation generator. Perfect, it seems, for our design editor role.
Exactly. Gamma AI is designed to let you quickly generate professional-looking presentations simply by pasting in your text content. Now, a crucial tip for using it effectively, and this helps prevent those AI hallucinations in your slides, is to always paste in pre-vetted and confirmed text. Ideally, content you've already refined in a tool like Notion or synthesized using NotebookLM.
Ah, so human-curated content first, then let Gamma work its design magic. Makes sense.
Precisely. Ensures accuracy. The strategic value is pretty clear. It takes the grunt work out of presentation design, freeing up your time for strategic refinement and focusing on the quality of the actual content, not just fiddling with boxes and fonts.
So what kind of features does it offer for the design itself?
Well, it automatically generates themes, overall designs, and even AI-created images that try to match your content. You can select the level of content detail you want on the slides, maybe concise, maybe more detailed, and also choose the tone, like objective or perhaps more rich and descriptive.
And you have control.
Oh, yes. It offers various slide layouts, and you have the flexibility to regenerate images if you don't like the first one, or try different layouts for individual slides. You always maintain control. It apparently uses a point system. You get some initial points, plus extra points for referrals, which can allow for extended free usage. And it's very versatile for sharing. You can export presentations as PDF, PowerPoint, even Google Slides, or just publish them as web links. Makes it super easy to integrate into any workflow.
Wow, okay. That really is a comprehensive suite of tools that can streamline this whole marketing and ad design process, turning what used to be really complex tasks into more manageable, iterative steps.
Indeed. I think what we've explored today really highlights the crucial role AI is playing in streamlining operations and just transforming how we approach marketing and advertisement design. But, and this is just as important, it underscores the continued, absolutely indispensable necessity of human creativity, critical judgment, and strategic insight. Tools like Cursor, Notion AI, NotebookLM, and Gamma AI, they're powerful practical applications, no doubt. They enhance productivity, they enhance quality, but they consistently function best when they have informed human guidance and a clear vision driving them. They're collaborators, not replacements.
A powerful conclusion. So, what does all this mean for the future, especially given how rapidly AI is advancing? Our sources kind of prompt us to consider this. Where do you see the next big leap for human AI collaboration, specifically in marketing? And maybe what human skill do you think will become even more invaluable as AI takes on increasingly complex tasks? Something to think about.